my darlings, and for the very last time, a warm welcome to 26 Ways to Draw a Letter. I'm Lise, and every episode of this series has been brought to you by Secura. Thank you so much to the wonderful people at Secura for supporting me through this journey and also for manufacturing the best fine liners out there, if you ask me anyway. And I obviously also have to thank you, you, for joining me on this ride. It's been so much fun. Now, if you have or will save 26 different versions of every letter in the alphabet that we have drawn here, you will end up with 676 different letter forms, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. If so, correct me in the comments. And that is quite an archive, for inspiration or for if you just want to feel like doodling someday. So keep the sheets. That's what I would recommend. So for the very last time, let's see if we can expand the letter Z in 26 different ways. So, ladies and gents and non-binaries, this is 26 different ways to draw the letter Z. So for the very last time, size 8 and 12 are used, and we are going to draw a Z. 3 lines basically. 2 of them are horizontal, and these 2 I wanted to make more of, make them with a little more like schwung, oomph, if you will. Like that. Filling them in. So basically this letter is made up of 2 horizontal lines that are connected with a diagonal one. You knew that already, of course. I'm just like rehearsing it or repeating it for myself. And so there, and no, there. There's the connection. Yep. First letter of the last 26 ones. Okay, here comes a rather clumsy block letter. There, and perhaps I can fill it in somehow. Well, I'm grabbing the size 8 because I'm thinking that maybe I can draw some parts here. The horizontal ones and the diagonal one. There. And we can also make it thinner. Maybe add a little bit of more there. Almost closing the gap to a square, but not quite. I wanted to make a very irregular, thick, and okay, so let's see how we're gonna know. Well, maybe I wanted to make that end pointy, so I'm gonna have to stretch it further. I'm altering the shape entirely. As you can see, this is gonna be filled in with black. Okay, so this shape up here is okay. Let's see. Sometimes or often it's much easier to see the shape and know what to do with it if you fill it in first. You have to give it some body. Not somebody, some body. Like now I can see
what's off, right? We need a straight line there. And perhaps take it down a notch so that there can be a straight line up there as well. Right. That is the abstract irregular Z I was going for. Sometimes it just takes a while, you know? And here's a slab serif, because who would I be if I didn't? Yeah, you know. There. Almost looks like an N from this angle. Okay, long and dreamy lines. Whoop. There. Almost like the one above, it's just a monoline, just so that you can feel the difference and what it makes, how it affects a letter when you add body and color. Here's taller Z, kind of cute, and one with some sort of starting off like the letter above, but making a somewhat curly tail on this one. I'm thickening the downstroke there. I'm using the size 8 now because I want to make one of these jigsaw puzzle kind of letters. You know, I've done that before. I wanted to try it on the set as well. So basically, I'm just drawing. It's almost like squares or rectangles, but they are very frayed, you might say. So they almost like fit together like tiny puzzles. And they are going to turn into a big set when I am done. So now I'm on the diagonal line here. It's kind of challenging because you have to keep two shapes in mind at the same time. The shape of the little block that you are drawing and the shape of the bigger shape of the letter as well. But it's also it's fun. It beats like crossword puzzles and stuff. This is a much more fun way of exercising your brain and your hand. If you want to, you can of course color these as well. But we don't, because we can't. And I don't think this one will do good in black, so I'm just gonna leave them as they are. There. Jigsaw puzzle Z. 3 lines. Okay, so we can make a letter out of 3 3 different. Just gonna show you in a minute. There. So this is basically 3 different brushes. There. And perhaps we should also add some paint. Yeah, some paint stains. Or ink there. And a splash of ink here. some smaller parts there. A set made out of 3 brushes. Okay, now we're getting a little bit more serious because I have this rather big one in mind. Let's see. So at first I want to make this downstroke is going to be thicker. Oops, it also was going to be uneven, it seems. No. So, there. Now, I need to fill this in and even it out a bit. But as I said before, filling it in first so I can see where I need to add some weight. Maybe I didn't. Well, let's see. There. Going a little bit further down to make them heavier. Yeah, that'll do. And a snake. This looks like a snake head. So there's your snake. Snake's dead. So what if I drew an ordinary Z here, but used the background to almost like make it look like it's a rectangle made out of a bunch of lines. So look, just gonna finish this one up here. There. Adding a little bit more. There, body. Okay. So grabbing the size 8, there's the rectangle shape, okay? And from the ends of the letter, I'm just gonna draw lines. Almost looks like some sort of spider web. Okay, there, and the same goes here. The lines will draw so much attention that the Z will be almost invisible. And now I'm thinking of a block letter with a tiny serif and a drop shadow. So a drop shadow is a shadow that is a little bit with a little distance from the letter itself. I'll show you. I'm just going to draw it with one single line here. And to the right, below, and to the right, there. Another black letter, but perhaps with a little more life or energy in it, a little bit more playful. And we can fill it with lamps. You know, it could be one of those amazing signs filled with actual light bulbs. And one more. There you go. Okay, so 3 rectangles. That is 1. Or really it's 2, but consider it as 1. And here's number 2, and the third one is diagonal, of course. There, and it will also have the line too. There. Basically, when you draw a Z, you can just draw an N lying down and you're good. Okay, so this will be a sort of a backwards leaning Z. See how it's almost tipping over backwards? Really off balance due to the very short horizontal lines. And the curly one. Or the curl there too. So this one is going to be a little bit more irregular. Just drawing it quickly. Sometimes the best letter forms appear when you draw rather quickly without thinking too much about it. And perhaps we could enhance this irregularity, if you will, with these tiny little lines that makes you feel like the Z is also moving or jumping or shaking a little bit. Okay, let's make a block letter from an ordinary Z. So this is a great way actually to learn block letter, is to draw a monoline letter and just make a frame around it, and there's your block letter. I'm going to add a little bit of shade on this one as well. Just like the drop shadow above, we are placing it below and to the right. I'm filling it in. There. I'm thinking of an Z with those kind of serifs, and then there would be the same thing here, right? There. No, we have to make that one. Yeah. Almost looks like the percentage symbol, because I didn't connect the two halves. And there's a Z with some loops. Filling them in. There. And we can also make the symbol. No, let's not make any symbols. Let's just draw circles or small rings. Not circles, or we can make it like wheels or something. I'm adding a dot in the middle. And with the size 8, I'm just drawing lines from the center and out. So it looks like wheels or tiny, tiny flowers, or might even look like tiny stars if you just like squint your eyes a bit. There. So I want to draw now a letter made out of 3 separate lines, or like ribbons or what have you, or just call it rectangles. There's 1, here's 2, and the other one I would like to have a little bit of, it's gonna be a little bit curvy or bent there. Okay, remember the very, if you look like 3 letters up, you can see some of that Z. I was not completely satisfied with that one, so I'm thinking of giving it another go. I want to make this one thicker, much thicker, but I'm starting by, so basically I want to make a Z that almost looks like a rectangle. I'm gonna try to fill out almost all of the, or fill in, I mean almost all of the negative space, so that it will be almost a completely black rectangle. Let's see how this goes. Starting with this shape is already much better than the first attempt. But I'm thinking that we can make the negative space even smaller. There. See where I'm going? Filling that one in as well. Steady hand now. There. Ooh, there! That was what I was aiming for. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, very last one now, people. Using the size 8 here for some curly swirly ends of this very last letter of the series 26 ways to draw a letter. And that marks this letter, the letter number 676. Way to go, you all. 26 ways to draw a letter has come to an end. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. Keep the letter forms coming, okay?